Good morning. This is audio book of Friendship with God, written by Rajsekhar Polapagada. Today we will talk about who can be friend to God, or what is the qualification to be a friend to God.
In Mahabharata, Pandavas are very close to Bhagwan Krishna, and Krishna did near impossible to make Pandavas win the epic war. They beat stalwarts like Bhishma, Drona, Karna and Shalya. That is one of the many reasons people all over India believed Krishna is God. But best part of the war is Bhagavad Gita, a celestial song which is revered all over world. It is an operating manual for humankind, and it is the science, art and secret of human living. This invaluable Gita was told by Krishna to his friend Arjuna. Thus being a friend to God gets us lot of benefits. Let us look at one by one. While his brothers were struggling during 12 years of Aranyavas, forest exile, Arjuna did a penance as per advice of Krishna and had darshan of Bhagwan Shivji, and later goes to heaven and enjoys life. Even during 1 year exile in the court of King Virat, while Bhimsen had to cook, Draupadi had to be maid for the queen, Nikul and Sahadev had to look after horses and cows respectively, Arjuna had a luxurious life of teaching music and dance to princess. Even in the war, Arjuna gets the highest honor of winning the war, though many fought on the side of Pandavas. Krishna was his charioteer and received encouragement and advice during the war all the 18 days. Moreover, Arjuna was saved from life-threatening situations many times. One was Krishna dared his chest to face Narayana Astram and maneuvered the Raj chariot. During Naga Astra both times Arjuna would have died. Also Krishna's advice to get Pasupatastra from Bhagavan Shivji saved his life during war with Sandhava. Only trouble is Arjuna means white, and we have to be pure to make friendship with God. Let us assume we have purity of heart to make friendship with God and proceed, as it is a continuous process, and daily we have to clean our thoughts, and before sleep, we have to forget all ill feelings and forgive all people. To start with, let us try to see only good in others. On a bench, part 2 are complete. We know God is personal and there can be plural or different definitions of God, though God is one. We also agreed that even atheists can talk to God. Assuming we all like God and we can talk to God by prayer, we have to make efforts to what God says and contemplate on and meditate on God. For a two-way communication to God, we have to know some divine concepts, though we may follow them or not. If God appears and talks to us, at least we will know and recognize. In other words, we will not be caught unaware when God talks to us. It is like receiving a person without knowing how he looks like. We all follow one path and one definition of God, though there are many paths and many ways to reach God and talk to God. As long as communication is one way, we will have doubts if God is listening. Even if we have faith that God is listening, finally when God answers, we may not know. We may think it is not God who answered but someone else. In fact, God is invisible, but his impact need not be invisible. Just like electricity, which is not visible, when a bulb glows and we can see its light, so also we can see a fan rotating with electric power. Before we understand two-way communication, we need to know more about universe and God in detail. Each religion has outlined how creation is done and how God looks like. Many religions have said, God is not visible to us, except Sanatana Dharma, which says God is both visible and invisible. Though both Muslims and Christians accepted God is invisible, they accepted Prophet Muhammad listened to God's message from Gabriel, Moses and other prophets could listen to God's messages. Hence we can get to communication from God. Even though we may not be eligible, we can conclude someone else can listen to God, or it is possible if we become pure or be eligible in future. Now let us also go through others like Buddhists and Sanatana Dharma said about God. Buddhists called Advaita, unqualified unified theory, qualified unified theory, Vishishta Advaita, and Dvaita, God and humans are separate. As Dvaita is similar to Christianity and Islam except it believes in idol worship, we did not discuss as in principle, God can talk to us. Let us briefly learn two theories which will help us two-way communication, or readers can skip these two and go to chapter 20. As per Sanatana Dharma, we are not the body or mind, but Atma, also called Atman, or spirit, which is pure and a reflection of God. However, Vishuddha Advaita philosophy qualified this statement. They say, we are like milk and water. God is pure water. Unless we purify ourselves, we cannot be like God. This is called qualified unified theory. Whether you are like all over the world, think separate from God, or think if you are purified, you will be like God, or essentially you have divine qualities, speaking to God is possible. In one case you are speaking to yourself, or in like an inner dialogue with God is your inner voice, or like prophets who heard the voice of God. Baba said, an unripened mango is Dvaita, God in you, as it ripens, Vishishta Advaita, and fully ripened mango is Advaita. 18.